Hello fellow simmers, welcome back to my creation of the Kitsugi sisters and create a sim in Sims 4. So as you saw in my last video, I focused a whole lot on really designing every aspect of Giselle. For her two sisters, what I opted to do was just a randomized sister thing because I want to make sure they look really related. And then I decided that her two sisters would have very distinct personalities: vampire wannabe and an artist. So this one that I'm designing right now is the artist. So here's my searching for Japanese street fashion and really trying to look at how can I incorporate a lot of different street fashions like Harajuku, kawaii. I don't have anything Lolita, but you know, I was kind of going for that vibe of like cool artist, basically. And it's really because of her that I decided to have these sisters be half Japanese and half Eastern European, which is what their story ended up becoming later on. So a lot of this was mostly fashion. Now I knew right off the bat this dress here I knew I was going to use because it's just so adorable with the little rice food guy. But then I also like this outfit, so I thought this would be good for the day-to-day. And then I ended up saving that red dress with the Japanese food for the party outfit, I think is what I used it for. Overall, I think that she is really cute. I did kind of really go out there with colors in the makeup and the clothes. I really wanted her just really exciting looking and just really, really out there, basically. Like artistic to the extreme. Okay, I did just want to say about this accessory here with the butterflies. I love it so much. It's another one I got from the Sims resource, but I have a heck of a time finding any hairstyle that it works with, which is really, really just maddening and makes me sad because I love the butterflies. I feel like it adds an ethereal fantasy touch to it, and I just can't get them to work. So what kind of Japanese fashion style sim would I have if I did not include some just total love of Sailor Moon? So I had to for the athletic outfit. I definitely went Sailor Moon style, but then as you'll see coming up, I also have some tanks that I got from the Sims resource, and so I have her wearing one of those for her swim outfit, I think it is. Just, you know, you have to include the Sailor Moon crystal. And I also, because of all that, I also went in and I put on a Sailor Moon tattoo that I also got on the Sims resource. Seriously, I go on that site far too much. I have so many mods, it's ridiculous. Oh, and that party outfit with the tights and the boots, I thought that was super Harajuku looking. So I hope I did it justice. Hope I did the style justice. Okay, I will say that for the cold weather outfit, I did not know what to do that would stick with the Japanese fashion style of this particular sim. So I really kind of was stuck and I thought about it for quite a while because I just didn't know what to do. The only thing I could figure out is like weird earrings to put in. I don't know. But I will say that one of the reasons that I wanted a sim in, actually most of the time I'll have, if I have a big group, I'll have someone who is a creative who wants to be an artist, because that's just a really easy way to earn money, especially where all three of these girls are teenagers. You know, they only have so many job options, so I don't know, I feel like it's a part of me that I have in my sim family. So. Alright, and here we go with the third sister in the group. So this one, I really wanted to have just be total, like, goth chick, really into vampires, because I have the vampire game pack, and I haven't done a whole lot with it, so one of my goals for this family as I got more and more into it was I really want a vampire. But I don't want her to start as a vampire. I want her to be obsessed with it, research it, and then really seek it out. Like, I have made a couple vampire characters, but I don't know, I'd like to explore it from, very beginning, from human to transformation, to really exploring being a fledgling vampire and moving up the ranks. So I thought that would be really cool. And I knew I wanted her to have two-tone hair. That was like right from the beginning. I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. And I got this like pinup style, I believe, from the Sims resource. It's really the main place that I download stuff, and I swear this is not like sponsored by them at all. I'm just not very, varied in where I go for my mods. So I do wish that I had as you'll see when I get to the fitness portion, I do wish I had a like shorter but not as like styled two-tone hair with bangs. Unfortunately, I just only have so many options in my library right now, so I definitely will have to look into maybe getting a few more two-tone options. But it works for now. I love this eye makeup for the formal. It looks amazing. So, yeah, I'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, so this is about where I figured out, I guess her red eyes are not like applying to all the outfits. So I realized that they were like part of like the face paint or whatever. And so I went back in and really tried to figure out, okay, so these are contacts that she wears. So she has to go and like put them in. So what is her normal eye color? Because she's a wannabe vampire at this point. She's not a legit vampire. She doesn't have vampiric eyes yet. So she has to fake it till she makes it, basically. So once I got that all squared away, I got to go back in and finish up her outfits. So I also wanted to say that for this sister, I didn't really know what I wanted her day-to-day outfit to be, but I knew for sure that I did not want it to be too similar to any of her other outfits. So because I already had a clear idea of what I wanted her to wear for like her party outfit and her formal outfit, I figured I'd do all the special occasion outfits first and then go back and do the daily outfit at the end. I think that worked out pretty well. So as I started to finish up her special occasion outfits, I did realize going through the tops when I did the day-to-day that, oh, I forgot I had this top. And it's a stop I'm gonna put on right now. Yep, there it is. So that is a reference to a singer that I like, Emily Autumn, and I found it on the Sims resource. I mean, there's so many random things on there, and I have pretty obscure tastes, so I was so excited, and so I had to include it on my Gothic sister. So, yep. Oh, and then of course I had to cover her in tattoos, because I just had to. I have all these cool demon-y, Halloween-y tattoos that I also downloaded, so how am I not going to put them on her? One thing that annoyed me, though, is that her thigh tattoo, for some reason, it was in conflict with an upper back tattoo, so I was really kind of limited in how many places I could put them, but I think it worked out in the end. So in case you didn't pick up on it already, I do tend to go a lot of back and forth, putting an outfit together and then deciding later, oh, you know what, I'm going to change the entire thing. So that's just kind of, I guess I'm kind of indecisive, and I end up with an epiphany later on. I do want to say this hairstyle is one of those ones that I've mentioned before, that the mesh is just, it's kind of weird. So certain hats, it'll just like make some of the hair disappear. I don't know if you noticed that when I put on the winter hats, but it made her look like she had like a bald patch right under the rim of the winter hat. So hats were a no-go for this sister, unfortunately. Overall, I think she came out really cool looking, and I'm excited for when she becomes an actual vampire. I'll have to like doll her up a bit more, but I had fun playing with like the accessories of like the vampire kits, and I've gotten so many kits that I feel like my wardrobe options are really fun between the mods and the game packs. So I'm happy with how she came out overall, except I definitely had to change that jacket, because that jacket was just kind of weird looking. So as I finish her up, I also want to say that in creating her personality, I knew she wanted to be the best vampire. But then I wanted to give her different traits I don't normally choose. So I went with erratic and evil, because I thought that fit well with vampire. I was going to do gloomy, but erratic would be more fun. So as you can tell, I originally had them listed as the Byers sisters. I don't know why, I just did random names, and that's what I went with. As I started writing their story, though, and deciding, okay, so why do they live in the city together by themselves with no parents? Their parents died. Oh, so why are they each so different? It's how they're dealing with the grief of the loss of their parents. Each one is focusing on a different aspect of a way to deal with grief. So then I decided, okay, so I already kind of thought they would be half Russian, half Japanese, but then I really chose the mother would be Russian and the father would be Japanese. So then I was like, well, they need a Japanese sounding last name. And the funny thing is, I actually ended up randomly picking this name, Kitsugi. I felt like I just kind of made it up. I just thought it sounded kind of Japanese. Turns out it's very similar to the name Kitsugi, which is the name of the Japanese art style where they put glass to fill in the seams of broken pottery, which I thought was a perfect metaphor for their grief. So very happy with how they came out.